Good afternoon and welcome to LipstickSheWrote. I'm your host Jamie and I'm here with TC Taryn Calendar aka Jaiga aka Great is the Art Form Boss. What's up?
What's good? Right now, listen, Olia, let me get straight to it, right? A shame, a real shame. Jamie asked, well, Jags, I want to come and do a little interview. Right now, we have no idea what we're going to talk about. Well, obviously, it has to be around the realm of the art form, else I'm not going to talk to him. I don't speak anything else, right? But came to my little humble spot here with one star fancy thing only. I wish I could show you. See, she have staff. Jamie has staff. Jamie is about 6 people coming. Use Will Smith. Will Smith is the only other person I know when going to do an Instagram post have 8 people to do an Instagram.
Serious?
Yes, but he have a full team that he rolls with like about 8 to 14 people for him to post an Instagram video. His thing is real. It's no joke thing.
Well, yeah, the set is up proper in order to
I realize
get it
that.
right, you know.
When I doing great eight all the time and tell myself I real getting you with my staff of 2. You understand? I real hungry. Anyway, guys, welcome to ABC
LipstickSheWrote.
LipstickSheWrote. I'm proud to be on set. A long time I haven't sat down in a seat where I can get to express and have somebody ask me some questions. I see realize she doesn't have a notepad. She's giving us the Oprah. So that means she's going to speak from the heart. I hope you have no crying because Oprah normally cries. So
No crying.
So for one of the we call her what's the name again, boy? The new Oprah. What's the new Oprah's name again?
I don't watch TV now.
What's the new Oprah name again? Ellen.
Oh, Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's hilarious.
That's a new
Love
Oprah.
her. Okay.
When you reach Ellen, you made it. So right now in Trinidad, when you reach Jamie, you made it. So I
Stop
made
it. Oh gosh, stop it now.
So I've made it, guys.
Great is the art form. So, Jaiga, as you talk about the Great 8, can we get right into that and tell me what that is about for those who don't know?
It was started just over a year ago, almost 2 years. What it was my little idea of creating a platform for artists across the diaspora of soca, meaning wherever you are placed in the world, once you record, once you're part of soca, you can be a producer, an artist, you can be just a fan, and you're an artist. So we can remember sometimes people get discovered by the weirdest people.
Right.
We think all the time that it has to be a big time producer or a big radio station programmer or something to discover a superstar. That's not always the case. Sometimes it could just be like an aunt might have gone to a little neighborhood something and see a little boy singing and say he real bad, and just because your aunt happened to know somebody and say, listen, I saw this guy and you should come and hear him, and that is how stars are found. And I felt as though I had a responsibility, me doing shows like Soca Standing over the years, and have a knack for discovering and seeing young talent. I said, hey, I need to find a way to do that, but not only in Trinidad, like across the region and globally. And the world is so much more connected now because of social media.
Yeah.
So I decided, hey, how about if we create a platform that basically what those YouTubers do, like the Julians and thing, but instead of just playing their music, kind of give people and educate them as to what are the new soca songs coming out every week. And for those of you who know that Lee and myself been friends for many years, and as I say, the #1 graphic designer in the world, that's what I call him. Spoke to Lee and we decided like, hey, let's go for it and create a name, create an image for the show, and single-handedly we'll just jump out and do it. Do procrastinate, because I procrastinated for a whole year before. The whole concept of base and our media platform was an idea that was spawned years before, and we were just studying how we're going to do it until one day we just decided, yo, let's just do it. So we always had the domain, which is feelybasenow.com. The domain was always there.
Right.
We just had no content, so we needed content. Yes, we have all the videos, all the soca videos, because because of our association with different artists and of course videographers and producers. We have the content and needed something original. So Great 8 came into play, and one day I just sat down in front of a camera and pressed play, and that's how it started. And it's been going great and it's successful. Over the past year, we've have authentic, just over 6,000, almost 7,000 authentic subscribers, which is amazing.
That's great.
For those of you who understand how social media works, we now have 500,000 subscribers,
Right.
but to have 7,000 in such a short space of time is really great, because these are people who are clicking for real,
Yeah,
and
that's
who
great
want
numbers.
to know what's going on and want to be a part of it. So it takes a while to build. I'm hoping that within the next couple of years, we're going to get it to 50,000. 50,000 subscribers for a soca-based show, I think, and a platform that really promotes regional culture. It's really a great look. So that's basically what it's about. So we've been doing that. And on that little show, I've been fortunate again to discover some nice talent and some great names that had the opportunity to filter into Trinidad.
Right.
For instance, Dash.
Okay.
Dash was first featured on the Great 8. He didn't filter in just yet, but I could call a name now that filtered in Vaughn.
Right.
Vaughn had an excellent 2019 season. Also, Wasways. A lot of Trinidadians with like Lil Natty and Thunder.
Oh, okay.
See?
I'm like, I know the old name, right?
Wasways is one.
Okay.
Mandela Links.
Right.
Mandela Links is
Love
also one. Yeah, El Punk. El Punk is also sang on the rhythm. But then he sang on the same Trouble in the Morning rhythm. He had a song, it's all night I drink it.
Okay,
yes.
Just not familiar with the names, I guess.
Yeah, and a couple others that had successful seasons in Trinidad and Tobago. And I don't want to say it's because of our platform,
but it was
an
elevation
guess because of how social media operates and how the analytics works. When you like something or you follow something, you tend to see it trending.
Right.
And because it was posted by myself and my peers and people around my circle started to ask questions, who is this, who is that, where you get that song, where the song come from. It just started to build a nice little energy for Trinidad, that is.
Right.
And every Thursday, we put up a brand new show and try and feature 8 new songs every Thursday. That's how we call it with the name Great 8. Everybody asks why 8? For me, 8 is a number that's been close to me for a very long time. It's my personal number and I just like 8.
Okay.
So I kept it around that. And Great is the art form spawned even before that as a statement I've been saying for over 4 years. And just for some strange reason, 2019 was just the year when I start seeing it everywhere. I was driving, listening to the radio stations. Now the younger demographic, when they talk about soca, they don't say soca anymore. They still listening to the art form. So it came out, but originally the intention wasn't to rename soca, or the intention is not to let people think that when I say art form, I only mean soca. When I say Great is the art form, it's bigger than just the music.
I see it as awareness.
Awareness culturally for anywhere you stand, wherever in the world, whatever demographic or whatever genre of music, you need to support your own. Like a Jamaican could say proudly Great is the art form, and we're talking about reggae or dancehall, And that's kind of the concept behind it. If you're a Trinbagonian and you stand and say Great is the art form, you represent your art. It could be pan, it could be soca, calypso, it could be limbo, it could be best village dancing, it could be anything, the mass, anything within the art and within culture. You promote Great is the art form, and it's spawned into the online store that we created. It's just say, for you to, when you buy it and you wear it, you feel proud and you can actually customize it to your personal liking. There's one strategic layout. There's a couple different brand, and so when we say Great is the art form, that's what we're talking about. Is whatever, so you could feel free to do it in whatever colors to represent where you sit or stand or whatever.
So in regards to branding and your product, Great is the art form, we had a brief discussion about the brand and getting the paraphernalia. It's not available in Trinidad.
It's not available in Trinidad. Like you can't. It could be delivered here, but the turnover is really long. It's like, I think the supplier said it's like 48 days to come to Trinidad or something like that, which is dumb. So I really strategically place it for the US and Canada because those are the people who really support it. People who live out there appreciate it a little bit more. I have a partnership running right now with Princeps. Some young dudes that like the fact that they're young black entrepreneurs doing their stuff, and I gave them the opportunity to partner with me for certain items. Okay. So certain items you can get it here locally, exclusively by Princeps. Okay. That's Devon and his little squad, and that's because that's pretty people. Okay. But because of the connection again, it's through pretty and through the fact that pretty management and they're cool, and I said, cool, listen, we went into a partnership that certain items, once approved by me, you can run it and get it. So you pre-order it on the site, or you pre-order it through, there's a link through my DM, you can pre-order it and they're going to have it ready for you. But there's certain colors too, because a lot of people are interested in some of the other pieces that not really up for the market. Like for instance, the phone. Yeah, the cases are pretty cool. A lot of people are into the cases, but they're not ready to go to market yet. Then today is the hoodies, not ready to go to market fully yet as well. You understand? Now basic, you can get the tees and you can get the hats. Nice.
So Great is the art form. Being that you are currently, you hold a spot at 96, the breakfast party. You juggle that with everything else that you have going on. being that you're on that platform and then you have your own going on, even singing soca, what do you feel tends to be an issue, or what is holding us back for soca, in your opinion, elevating the way that it should, or as we may say, soca should have been, way bigger than it is, or what is why we don't appreciate it as much here, only for Carnival, only for Carnival, and not outside of that? Because for me, I'm a vast soca listener. I don't really do the dancehall. I do the R&B every now and then or whatever, but after Carnival is done, that's it for us.
Well, that's a human thing. Put it this way. We have to, we can't cast blame. First and foremost, the business of soca is struggling because it doesn't have any sales.
Okay.
Right? Sales is the determining factor where the music sits as a genre globally. That's one.
Right.
With respect to the love of it by us and our peers is a human thing, meaning it's like you hear in relationships that you can be with somebody for so long and you just kind of get bored,
right,
or you do appreciate it until it's gone, right, that kind of mentality. The fact that we have it right here, all the artists are here, everybody's here, and because of how small we are, it's like Jamaica. Jamaicans appreciate dancehall and dancehall and reggae because the place is so much bigger. It's like there are people who live in Jamaica and will have the opportunity to see Beanie Man, or will have the opportunity to see Chronics because of where they live.
Right.
Trinidad,
the reach,
the ratio is way smaller. More than likely you might bounce up Fair and Price Man.
right,
More than likely, my bunks up Bungie and Superfan.
Right.
Something like that now. So we tend to not appreciate that.
Because
and we do
that reach is
because
so
it's
close.
right there,
Okay.
you understand? And two, we have been taught to not love ourselves and not love our own for many years. So that too has to change, and I blame parents. Like for me in particular, a lot of people come down on me like my peers. It's not like I'm forcing it onto my children. My children, no disrespect to other genres. When they're older, they could venture off and listen to what they like. I don't prevent it, but my influence then will shine on them because they're my children. It's like me. I grew up listening to heavy R&B because that is what my sisters was into.
Right.
So I'm considered like an old soul.
Right.
Like some of the music that I love is music from the 50s, 60s. That's not my time. It's way before my time, but that's what I
you
grew up on.
listening to,
My kids only hear the art form because that's what I play at home, in the car. So they tend to have a better appreciation for it.
the art form.
So I believe it's just that. And the parents have a responsibility. And two, people try to blame it on the government. I will give blame there when it comes to the public sector, meaning I find when you're in a terminal station, let's say a public place like a ministry, or you're waiting to pay a bill somewhere, or you're going to get with people or something, any background music in that area should be soca. That just should be the law. I should not go into Ministry of Tourism or somewhere and hear a radio station playing R&B.
Absolutely.
I find it's blasphemy. It should not happen at all. But I'm not the person to change that for
course.
now. So my job is to just continue trying to sell the message of appreciating your own, and eventually, hopefully, in time, people will start to appreciate it a little more. And you're seeing it because now there's so much more appreciation for soca than when I was 20.
Okay.
I remember when I was 20, I didn't want to hear. My friends didn't care about that thing. Mad is dancehall heavy, but now because of the voice of the E04s and the Pretties and the Second Stars and the Nylas, you find the younger generation hugging it up more. Pan has evolved in such a great way where a lot of young people
You're seeing a lot of young
playing
people
Pan. We watch the front line of all the
yeah.
big bands, the BP Renegades, the All Stars. When you look at the front line, there's a lot of young faces, which is a good look. It's sad that that has not been the same for Calypso.
Right.
Calypso has for many years tried to strong arm it in such a way and believe that the older ones must always rule and never leaving space for young people to come and give that influx. Only this year, 2019, congrats to the London family. They successfully walked away with just about all the titles that it has to get in Calypso, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And that's because of consistency. Their uncle been knocking on that door for quite a long time and writing amazing Calypsos, and just handing it over now to his nephews, and they're doing a great job. So it's about that. Consistency is the key to any success in any line of work, right? So it's just about being consistent, and they've been consistent with the Calypso arena is concerned. So congratulations to them. But to answer the question in total, it's a mindset that has to change from up, meaning now everybody needs to make a stance now, and we can hope that it will get better in the next 20 years, so that in 20 years time you will feel a better sense of appreciation for the music.
Okay. Absolutely. I understand. And your points are very valid, and it's so good to hear that side of it, because you don't really get to really understand or someone really explaining their views on it on that level. You, for one, have your soca that you sing. I don't think you put out anything.
Yeah, I put out
you
two
did,
singles,
right? Is that kind of in the back burner for you, or are you refocusing on something else?
I wouldn't say necessarily any back burner. This year, what was different for me is that the songs that I did Nice and Bacchanal Spirit, right? Which was produced by Nice, was produced by GBM, which is like kind of the foundation of my singing career, and Bacchanal Spirit was produced by Nikolai, and I wrote Bacchanal Spirit. For me this year, my focus is a little different. I'm looking at the content that I'm putting out, meaning that I'm putting it out on myself, like not taking it away from writers. I will work with a writer if it, so be it, and a song is good and I believe I should use the song, I'll use it, but I really want to focus more on me penning moving forward because of all the other stuff that I'm doing, because I'm involved in many different things. This year I sat on the board of Soca Monarch as well. I was heavy in the involvement in that, and kudos to the new chairman who did an excellent job.
Absolutely.
Just fair and was successful, and who's also indirectly part of the team that I'm part of. And we also have some major projects for 2019. We in Jamaica with a new band, a full band, Rebellion, which is something great to look forward to as well. So much of the things that we've been doing successfully put on on my organization, which is Base Media, in collaboration with Country House. We did a presentation for Farmer this year. It was the best turnout at Woodford Cafe. We had the best numbers for 2019. Also looking forward to doing him for Mother's Day in New York as well. It's all part of the same banner. It's a greatest art form concept. It's about, I say, facilitating the artists and making sure that they get the right platform to sell themselves and to sell the music. So it's about doing it with a different touch now, a new touch. Not just, remember, you had to start small. So Farmer is a project that we're working on as well. And some others. We're looking to launch something on the 25th of May and continuing every last Saturday for the rest of the year until the last Saturday of December, called Culture Club, which is something to also look forward to. The concept of Culture Club is pairing mainstream artists with a younger one. So we want to see like David Rudder with Pretty, Iowa with Voice, you understand, Kess with Nyla, that kind of thing. And it's going to be every last Saturday of the month right here in the city. Not going to say the club just yet, but it's already signed and sealed, but I'll just seal that one. But
I'm actually looking forward to that.
I'll be excited. It's just still in talks of partnering with a couple's partners, I wouldn't say sponsors, a couple partners to make sure it comes, because at the end of the day, we want to respect the artists, want to respect their time, want to respect their talents. So in terms of pay structures, we want to make sure that everybody is fairly compensated on the night and comfortable, and don't cheap it out. It's not one of them events that you're going to come. And not only that, I want it to look good too in terms of it's going to be packaged for our platform. So if you didn't come to the club, because the club could only hold so much people, so you're going to have an opportunity to go back and look at it, because it's going to be packaged quite nicely. So Culture Club is actually a series. It's going to be a series for film, a film series where you can come, and maybe I could use some of your staff too. Your amazing staff. We can talk about it.
We can talk about it.
Partner with us on the Culture Series experience.
I'm sure they would like the experience.
Yeah, the Culture Club experience. It's going to be amazing. That's going to be a nice one. Looking forward to that for 2019. So people who continuously talk about, the artists not producing music throughout the year, we're going to do even better. We're going to give you artists that's going to be performing all through the year, so you can come and see them up close and personal, because now I think people have a better appreciation for soca outside of Carnival.
I hope so, because like I said, it's my favorite genre. I grew up listening to soca, and my appreciation for it. I have friends that say, oh God, you ain't fed up listening to soca. Oh God, when is Ash Wednesday going to finish? You know, I'm tired of the soca. I love it. You touched on Soca Monarch, which has been an entirely different perspective on so many levels, from the way of it rebranding. Big congratulations, as you said, to Fayan, the chairman of Soca Monarch, being a part of it on the back ends, working with different artists and stuff like that. I know there has been some hiccups and some tossy-turvies in the years before, and from what I've heard, this year has been quite smooth sailing.
There were some rough patches in the human error. You can't get away from that, but The team had 19 days to put it together. The semi-final round, and the semi-final round was a major success on all levels for the artists, for the organization, for the brand, for soca, for so many different things. One of the things that we were focused on is making sure that the artists were comfortable, and the aesthetics of the show and the production value, which was the kind of key points that we wanted to really work hard on, make sure that the production value was up. So somebody looking at Soca Monarch is not going to look at it as an expect. You understand? And I think we were successful in fulfilling the mission and the dream for what we wanted for 2019. We pulled it off. The semi-final was amazing. One of the biggest things that will go down in the record books with our organization, and the fact that the new team under the chair of Fian, what we did was we paid everybody on the night, which was amazing.
Usually you have to wait for months, and some people haven't even been paid from years before.
So we on the night we paid the top 3 in both categories, first, second, third, and on the following Friday, because remember it's Carnival Friday, so on the following Friday was the deadline we gave ourselves to make sure that everybody was paid. So everybody was paid the Friday after Carnival.
That's really good. That's really good.
So that was handled up front. So if anybody looking at this now and has not been compensated, I'm not talking artists, I'm talking about suppliers, don't kill us. I'm sure we just have
working on it,
getting round to you, because we made a decision, was our executive decision, to put as priority the artists first. So we made sure all the artists were paid, even the guest appearances, the people, and that's the next thing that we did too, that we felt as a team made sense. We kind of took the favorites from the semi-finals and asked them to come and be the guests, as opposed to the cliche thing of going to all the who's the superstars. Instead of going and hire all the popular people, we decided, listen, let's make the entertainment part of the show, outside of the competition part, the same people who was at the semis, who had great songs and just didn't make it in the finals, give them that opportunity to be on the stage and share the stage on the same night, which they appreciated, and it ran smoothly. We did a nice little medley of all the songs, and which was a nice little touch too. We didn't do it as artists and then stop and introduce the next artist. What we did is we took all 5 artists and had them run down one medley. So as we start, it didn't stop, and it was an amazing night.
Now the Soca Monarch, you had something, I think it was either producer's pick or... Tell me about that.
Producer's pick
that's something
was
totally new.
An idea that Fian came up with, and from the time she started to explain to me about what she wanted to do, I just took it and ran. What it is an opportunity for both producer and emerging artists, and this is the big misconception people have. Emerging is not breakthrough. A breakthrough artist is somebody who's been on the scene, you've been hearing them, but they never really had that big monster hit, right? An emerging artist is somebody who you might have never heard about in your life. And this year, we had 4 finalists, because we had about 21 submissions from big name producers. I mean, call them big name producers submitted songs, because the whole trick is the producer submits a song from an artist that's never been discovered, and we pick the top 4. The top 4 go straight to the final, and everybody gets paid. And it was sponsored and supported by Massey Motors. So Massey Motors, and we also gave away a brand new 2019 Tucson in the crowd that was given away. Still come with that kind of fly over everybody there, forgot, but we did do that, and we gave the winner of producer's pick 30,000, but split in half, because we wanted it to be fair. So the rules were, you cannot charge the artist for the song, because it's a partnership, so if the producer submits the song and you win, you get 15,000 each on spot, which happened on Soca Monarch Fantastic Friday night, same way. Alright, so I think it's a perfect opportunity, and it's just gonna grow in terms of even the cash prize. I think we're gonna get the cash prize to where it could go to 75, which I think is amazing and is fair. And look at it this way, a young artist who have never really sang in front of a big crowd, he gets opportunity to sing Soca Monarch Fantastic Friday, and you win, you get $75,000. Where else could that happen for 5 minutes? Where again you could go and work for 5 minutes, get 75,000 for doing what you love. So that's why, and automatically eliminates any feud and rifts between producer and artist.
Because everybody's
it's an upfront arrangement where you cannot charge the artist for the song, and you all split the prize to 50-50. If it is after the competition, the artist then gets discovered and the song makes it mainstream, who knows, and it turns into a distribution or that's
different.
a whole
That's a
different thing. That's
different
between you,
ballgame.
the artist, cuts and all of that. But
Right.
with respect to competition, it's a straight 50-50 across
I
the
like
board.
the idea.
So congratulations to Lincoln and Trini Baby. And I remember her because
Trini Baby.
she's 19 years old.
She's from South?
I'm not sure
think she's from
from
South. That name sounds familiar to me.
Trini Baby's the producer, 19-year-old girl, and they did a song called, oh my God, I can't remember, my head all over the place, but the winner is a guy called Lincoln, so congratulations to them.
Wow, congrats.
And it was a good night, they had a great performance, and they won fair and square, and they were judged by the same judges of Soca Monarch,
Nice.
the big show. So, and it was all adjudicated by, and supervised by Price Waterhouse. This is the first time too that I was introduced into Soca Monarch. We had somebody to audit the judging.
Okay.
So at no point in time it could have ever been
Everything was
tampered.
completely official.
I was completely official and transparent because in that part of it, it was on film where the police sat down while the adjudicators came in from Price Waterhouse and they went through the figures in a private room, then seal it and send it to Sunny to make the announcement. So it had no way myself, Faye, anybody else could have walked in and influenced a judge. It didn't have that. So everything that you saw on the night was fair, and it was that way in the semis, and it was that way at the finals.
That's really good. Change is always good, and people's not really receptive to it, but within the years to come, as it continues and builds, we'll definitely see some great progress in it. Something outside of the art form, you have been training for track. Talk to us about that a bit.
Well, that was a bucket list thing. I woke up one day, due to my last of my two daughters was harassing me to go for nuggets, and ran upstairs in my closet to put on her pants only to discover that the pants couldn't fit, and I went to mental depression. I flew to London that year and decided this wasn't going to come back, and people, we make jokes and things, but mental depression is real.
It is.
I was depressed, like totally depressed, to the point where I think I could have been suicidal.
Wow.
Because I didn't want to go outside. I couldn't understand how me, Jaiga, was big like house. I was got to 235
This was how many years ago?
This was just like in 2000, when I was leave, 2017, eh? Oh, 2017.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. August of 2017. And I just decided one day, well, I just want to do something different. And I was introduced to a dude and decided the only way to do it is to try and find something to do it for. So I said I'll do track, and it helped, and I went from my heavy 235 back down to my 185, and you know, I haven't been training, haven't trained in the past, going and training due to the new job at the Soca Monarch and all that, but maintaining proper eating habits and that kind of thing, and this week going to start back training, so, and it's fun, and it makes me feel good, and it keeps me on my toes at the end of the day, so that's what I do. But yeah, outside of the soca, the track and field was just like something I felt as though I had to do. It was either that or jump off the lady young.
Well, for me, like, your mental is pretty strong, because I know I've continuously say I'm paying for the gym. I pay for the gym every couple of months. I never go. I walk in one day, I'm on the treadmill. That mental that you have to get that going, that's good.
That's the biggest hurdle in
starting.
health and fitness.
It's starting.
Once you start and you make it a part of your day-to-day routine, you have to find a way to separate and put other things to the side and make sure that is part of the things that you want, that is part of the thing that you have and want to do. And then when you do that, the rest is gravy. Like me, I'm not trying to look like Idris or anybody, you know, cut up and buffer, but at the end of the day, your health is your wealth, as they say. Once you feel healthy, and for me personally, no disrespect to nobody, once you fit in clothes, bro, once I can fit in the right clothes, once your right trousers can fit me proper, the right shirt can fit me proper, I'm good to go. That's all I care for, I being honest. I care for looking good.
And when do you start back training though?
I start training on Monday.
And this is an everyday thing? You do this every day?
I train twice a day, Monday, Tuesday, rest on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, rest on Friday. I do something called like a flush on Saturdays, where I just do like a basic run, like a 35 to 45 minute run, and rest on Sunday, and the same sequence every week.
I think we've gotten some really good information from you and a different insight. The last question that I had for you though, balance. It's something that I am struggling with for myself in my personal life, work, things that I'm trying to do. How do you find balance? You know, you juggle your home life, your kids, work.
Don't. I'm gonna lie, don't. You don't find it. You just have to find compromise. There's no balance. You could never have balance because trust me, something gets unattended. And I can give you a basic day in the life of Jaiga. If you had to put it this way, right? Like on a Monday morning, 2 girls. First one goes down to work with me on a Monday before school. So she gets up at 4:15 to get ready to reach on school, gets to the radio station, she sleeps until 6:35, then wakes up to put on her uniform, puts on her uniform, then run away from the station and drop her off, right, at 7, because she starts school at 7:15.
Wow.
Right, then at 1:30, pick her up. After pick up, drop her to aftercare. Then from aftercare, go pick up the other daughter who finishes at 2:30. Get her. Then reach up the road. She needs to do homework and get her prepared. But before all of that, remember when I drop off and I come up to you at 9, then I go training from 9:30 to 11:30. Then I might have to come to the office to sit with Lee to discuss how we can pay our bills because we have bills to pay.
Right.
Try and figure that out. And then pick up the kids. Then drop off who has to get drop off. Then do pick her up, the smaller one, make sure she's settled. Then when she's settled, go back to training again for 7. Then after finishing at 7, then go home, shower, then try and squeeze in some time. Maybe in the evening I might have meetings. And this is outside of Soca Monarch I'm talking about. This is a regular day, right? And that's how it goes every day. And
when do you sleep?
Sleeping. That is sleeping is the hardest part. That's the compromise right there. I have to give up sleep in order to do everything and balance everything.
Wow.
So I sometimes do 12:30, 1 to 4.
So you just cat nap.
Pretty much. So that's why you need to eat properly in the day, drink a lot of water, because if I don't, you would just crash. And thank God, knock on wood, I haven't crashed. So I've been just doing what I have to do. And then instead of Carnival, with the new responsibilities of that new job, came different hours. So that's why, again, no balance, but compromise. I had to come off of the track for a little bit to focus on that, because that had a lot of meetings, a lot of strategic planning, because remember we had 19 days to power show. There's a lot of things that you had to play that people don't see from the front of it. We're talking basic as getting a license. You have to make sure you have to get the EMA licenses, you have to get all the licenses, the bar license, you have to get the place ready, you have to draw the plans, and everybody has a job. So you have an event planner, then you have this and you have that, then you have to talk about Phage running around getting sponsorship, then she will call because she needs things done a particular way, then you have to meet with a sponsor to sit down to get a layout, and so many different things. So again, it's not about balance to me. I would be lying if I tell everybody I have it balanced. What I have done is the art of compromise and knowing how to place what where. So subtract from me to give somebody something, because inside of that mix, as you say, the girls will need time as well, home will need time as well. So you have to kind of find a way to give everybody a little bit of it and then come back to what you have to do.
Living in it, I'm guessing, everybody would kind of understand. As needy as they may be, gotta understand and compromise. Before we head out, I just want you to give, for those looking in, some bit of advice. What kind of advice would you give someone trying to come into the business or just be around, or anything that they choose to do, being the experience that you have?
I would say, I know this will sound cliche, but never give up on what you're dreaming for. As stupid as it might be to yourself or to others, there's always, because I remember coming up when I've been involved in a lot of things that people said were stupid. Soca Star was one. Soca for Summer was one. I remember clear as day going to a party to put on a flyer. Those days you had to put flyers outside on cars. Yeah. Pick up the white and stick it in. I put in a flyer and some people passing outside chips and saying, "What bus party says you promoting me, right?" I'll never forget that. And I watch these girls and I laugh when they start asking for complimentary 4 days leading up to the same party that they say was going on bus. I remember when we started the campaign for Soca for Summer, it was just a dream of having a big soca show inside the summer, and this was in 2005, and I lived to see we grossed over 18,000 people. It was an amazing show. It was an amazing look for soca at the time. So again, I always believe that once you believe in something and you have a passion for it and you continue doing it. It's like Grade 8. Started Grade 8 and a lot of people didn't catch the concept at the beginning. You understand? Like, I said, what is this about? And again, I honestly believe that Grade 8 in a couple of years is going to be one of them shows that people are going to fight to be on, because it's a show that discovers and really showcase and highlights artists from all over the region. No matter where you're from, I don't care who you are. You could be the biggest name or the smallest name, you're featured on Grade 8. Once you're doing soca, if your song is total garbage, obviously I'll have to reach out to you and say, bro, it can't make it on the Grade 8. But once you're producing good enough content, I give you that platform and give you that space.
But one thing I forgot, as you talking about party, you also do an event now, Runaway.
Yeah, Runaway
Yeah.
is an event that I partner with my radio team, and we do Runaway for Soca, which that too has been sold out for the past 4 years.
I've failed to come twice. Every time I get up, that Salt Run to Port of Spain for
sold out
6
for the
o'clock.
past 4 years.
It's
been
hard.
amazing. I want to thank everybody again. Again, that's a show that the concept of Runaway for Soca is the boat ride that starts the season in December.
Right.
It kind of gives people a little gauge as to what is the songs to look out forward to. And every year we've been successful to have the song.
Really
when we started, we had Shal. Shal had 3 good years with us. He had Cheers to My Friends. He had Party.
Right.
And then the year with Splinters.
Right.
And Farmer this year, in the 4th year, this is our 4th year, he and Nadia came and they had the front running song. So it's always, we kind of, again, I gauge the songs that I think gonna do well and try and get them on the ride before, so give people an idea. And then the Carnival edition is just a celebration of that. We celebrate the songs that did well.
Right.
So we have them come back and this kind of like a celebration. So that's been good.
I
also do
also
partner with my team. We do an event this year. It was the first time called Liquid that was very well put together.
Right.
We had every major soca star was on that event. It's in the East. We look at it as us trying to rebuild like a Wassa type vibe.
Right.
It was Liquid. It had Marshall, Bungie, Skinny, Voice, Lero, everybody. Shal, everybody was on it. It was an amazing show. It was in Constantine Park in the East, that's around by Center of Excellence. And 2020, we hope it's going to be even better. But it was real good though.
Nice.
For first year.
Well, congratulations with all your projects and everything that you have going on. Tell everybody how they can find you, who hasn't followed.
It's easy. Jaiga TC at Gmail. That is the email. Or Jaiga8 for Jaiga8 at Gmail for all your songs. If you want to get a song featured and graded, and on the social media handles is Jaiga TC. All of them. That's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everybody.
Everywhere. Guys, thank you so much again for tuning in to Lipstick She Wrote. Again, I'm Jamie. You could find me at LipstickSheWrote on Instagram. Twitter, it's lipstick_love, and on Facebook, Jamie Romeo. Thanks again so much for tuning in. Remember to click the link in my bio and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a great one, and we'll see you next week. Ciao.
Yeah.
Best interview. Yo, I knew I wanted to interview. I knew you was gonna come with it. That's exactly what I wanted.
Speaker.